Hey everybody, I've got a theory that came to me I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, but now they're doing this, the man that invented Christmas thing, and it's all over the TV, new Scrooge thingy. And here I'm watching Drunk History, and they're also talking about Scrooge and how he got the idea, and they're just sort of dancing around the whole subject. He wasn't doing well at that time, and nobody would publish him, and and then he started getting the idea. It came to him sort of in one of those dark moments. My theory on it was based on something that happened to me. My theory is that Dickens liked to drink, most likely whiskey, and sure enough, here in the Drunk History, he's drinking whiskey at the table there. He got good and plastered, passed out, and had what I call the whiskey nightmare, which are extremely intense and horrible. My personal ones they're reoccurring, and they usually involve like black widows crawling on me and shit like that. They're bad. Even worse are the whiskey nightmares where you wake up and you're not sure that what you just dreamed didn't happen. It takes you like a while to realize that none of that shit just happened, and you're like, oh God, it could have been something you did that was horrible, or something horrible that was happening to you. But they're terrible, and for a while you don't know that that's not reality. And you're like, oh shit, I'm going to jail, and as soon as I get up, they'll arrest me. But it doesn't happen, thank God. And even worse is the whiskey nightmare. You wake up from it, it's okay, that didn't happen. But of course you're still, not feeling good, and you need to sleep some more. So you go right back to sleep. And guess what? You get the sequel to that dream. You get part two. It could be completely different or whatever, but it's equally as horrible, and a lot of times worse than the last one. And you wake up screaming or sweating or whatever. It's a horrible nightmare. And so this used to happen to me when I used to drink. I don't drink like that, and I enjoy a couple beers with some friends on the weekend, but I don't pound the hard booze anymore. Just not good for the body, and eventually your body says no more. But on one occasion, I had a particularly bad whiskey nightmare. It was a 3-parter, each one worse than the last. And I was just wrecked when I woke up from those 3 dreams. And I was so glad, I was so happy that none of that stuff had actually happened. I was grateful. I was completely grateful. It made me want to be a better person, that I was back in my reality and everything was fine, and none of that horrible stuff had happened. My theory is that this is exactly what happened to Dickens in reality. He probably never told anybody really, but if any of us who've had those type of whiskey nightmares, as soon as I got up and was thinking about the differences, I even wrote them down at that time. I can't find the paper now, so I don't even remember what they were about. I think the first one, I think I killed somebody, and then the second one, someone was coming to kill me, and the third one was like some kind of a drowning accident. I don't know that I was drowning, but they were horrible. So I think Dickens that night when he passed out, he had a 3-part horrible dream where he was visited by spirits, demons, whatever. Freaked him out. But, like a lot of good scary dreams, they're the fodder for good horror movies. You ask some directors and they'll say, yeah, I dreamed this. H.R. Giger dreamed the alien creature. It used to haunt his dreams. When I saw that creature, I dreamt it that night. It was in the darkness of my room, and I could see movement and that shine on their body, like a kind of like a Black Widow, you know, and it shined, and I knew exactly what it was. And I was like just trying to be really still because that fucker, you know, if I moved, he would have killed me. So, but it was just a dream. So that's my theory. The truth to Scrooge and that Christmas story and what really set it off. I'm sure he was doing research and he incorporated, you know, who was it, Tiny Tim or whoever those other characters were in it, you know. But I was like Scrooge when I woke up that morning. I was like, you there, boy on the street, go buy a ham and a turkey, the biggest one. You know, I just wanted to be nice to everybody. I wanted to be a better person. Life wasn't so bad. It made me want to do better. So that's my theory. I hope you like it. Peace.